Hey guys, welcome back to today's video. And today we're going to do a quick Amazon haul. This is an unusual kind of haul because I'm standing up. I'm usually never standing up. But I thought I would show you this little basic sweatshirt that I got from Sam's Club. I did share this in a previous haul. I got a blue one and I got a tan khaki one. I think it's really cute. I am noticing that the sleeves kind of, like this one, might be a little bit irregular because it's like if I turn it, do you know what I mean? I thought the sleeves, I think the sides are supposed to be like that, but for some reason they're kind of twisting. So I don't know if that's, you know, an irregularity because these are gap, but I did want to show you. So I am wearing a medium and I'm short, I'm 5'3½". And so this particular sweatshirt comes like a little bit just past the actual waistline for me. So, you know, if you're tall, this is going to ride up for sure. But I got it for like maybe $8.81. I think I shared with you guys. So I was really happy with this purchase. But I thought I would share this with you. I put my hair in braids, which is weird because I just didn't feel like doing anything with it, to be honest. I may be a little bit on the gold side. As you can see, I'm playing with lighting around me. I never stand up in here, so it's kind of weird to do this. But I thought, hey, why not? So let's go ahead and get into today's haul. This is going to be an Amazon haul. I only have 3 items to share with you. I do have some Amazon haul items coming as well, so you will see more Amazon coming up. But let's go ahead and have the editor roll the tape, and let's go ahead and get into today's video. Okay, you guys, we are back. Also, I didn't mention my hat is pretty aged. I got this hat on Shein. It's like a velour or a velvet. It's actually navy. I looked through all my hats, you guys. I have over 100 hats, and I just realized, I was like, do I have a baby blue hat? And I don't. So in the future, you're going to see a hat haul because it's time. Girl, it's time to get some new hats. But for now, I am standing here in my office, and I kind of really wanted to talk to you guys about it because I told you I'm doing an office makeover. So right now what you're seeing is you are seeing my office at night. It is really late. It's like 9:45, girl. I have been filming since like 5 o'clock, maybe 3, 4-ish or something is when I started setting up, and then I actually sat down at 5 p.m. I usually film at night because in this particular house, there's a gigantic window behind where the camera is, and it kind of gives off lighting during the day, so in the nighttime it's just a little bit easier to film. But as you can see, I did this office in like it was supposed to be like a cottage core, very moody place. It's now starting to change just a little bit because I did change. I was like trying to see if I like the pillows. I don't know. I mean, I think I'm going to change the pillowcases just because I don't like them. I am going to change the actual accent chairs as well. They're going to go, I have a cream. I only have one, but I'm going to buy another one because I have the option of getting a set of 2, and I did not the way that I got these 2. The accent chairs that I got are from Amazon, but I found the same exact chair from TEMU, so stay tuned because since I already own one from Amazon, if you guys are not aware, I do Amazon versus TEMU, TEMU versus Amazon all the time. So we're going to order the same accent chair from TEMU, and we're going to actually examine it when we put it up here. So if you guys don't know, I am moving here pretty quickly in May of 2025. So what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to set up the office to where this is a loft area, so it's almost like the size of a, I don't know, probably a bedroom. It's probably 10 by 10, 12 by 12, something like that in this area. And so I'm trying to stage the area so when I move, I know exactly what I want to do with my office. So just to kind of take an idea, because that's what this haul is related to, the office makeover. So here, where the wall is, I've talked about this before, the wall right in the middle of the wall is, let's see, I don't think you can see it. Yeah, would it be this? No, it would be this side. Would it be this side? Okay, so if I move the curtain this way, you can see there's a actual window right there. I don't know if how much you could see that, but I did want to kind of point that out because, so I have an option to do another curtain, and I think that's probably just the most affordable and fast way to do it. In this office, I had the option of, there was 2 ideas I had. One was to kind of go the bookshelf route, which is kind of something common you see on YouTube all the time. You just see people with bookshelves. It's kind of a thing. And I thought, how can I be different? So instead of doing 2 bookshelves with the window in the middle, I did a curtain. And I was very happy with this curtain. Right now, the lights that you see above me are in a, like they're in like a golden, I would say, yeah, sepia is probably the right way to define the lighting. This is a very different video. It really is. But it's good, right? Variety's good. So let me turn this one down too. See? So these 2 lamps are lamps I wanted to drape over the accent chairs to kind of complement the 2 chairs and really bring light to the stage, if you will, because I was originally setting up this side of the wall for a podcast. And originally, as you can see behind me, I decided to do a coat rack, and the coat rack on my side, because my podcast had 2 people in it, I wanted to represent sort of me, you know what I mean, which is retro, very vintage. I have like an old camera here. I have Marilyn. I have like a magazine type. ChatGPT told me that the purse was like a magazine type. It's old, like retro, pinup style. And then I have my brother's coat and some leopard and some, I forget what those hats are called, if you know what I'm talking about, those hats. I can't remember what those hats are called with the brim. If you know, comment below. Anyway, so that was my side. Now, my co-host side was supposed to be more like military represented, and everything in the military, as you know, is like camo, so it's like khakis and greens and all that kind of stuff. And when I was designing this office, I was like, well, how can I make it cottagecore, like a moody cottagecore, if that makes sense? And so I decided to go ahead and go with like greens, you know? And then I got this because at the time when I was transitioning the office, it was like fall, winter. So I loved these curtains because they brought like a real fall vibe. You know, as you can see with the golden lighting, there's a lot of like rust, you know, and a lot of fall colors, if you will, blacks and greens. And then you have the rust, if that makes sense. And so I was like, that's perfect for what I was going for. Now it's going to be spring, summer. And so my plan is, since I have all this, you know, all this gear and all this setting, this aesthetic, I will be doing this in the winter time. And then I want to go completely opposite light. So this is where the Amazon haul comes in. So let me go ahead and show you what I got. So the first package I got, these are velvet curtains. I got 2 sets. They were affordable. So I was looking all over for certain sellers on Amazon. If you know, my channel is always focused on saving as much as I possibly can, shopping with purpose and intention, and using everything that we buy. So whether it's fashion or home essentials, furniture, anything that has to do with the house, kitchen accessories, coffee accessories, whatever it is, we are trying to get the best bang for our buck. So I got this velvet curtain set that, sorry, I know the lighting keeps changing. And this is just a beige, okay? So it's just a cotton velvet set from Amazon. It is just beige, if you can see that. So obviously, let me see, I'm gonna unzip it so you can see it's very basic. But this is what the curtains look like up front. So they just are very beige, okay? So, and those are going to be, now, so as you can see, when you're working with dark colors, just in general, I'm kind of teaching you something, I guess. I mean, if you're into lighting and gear, then you might think what you're saying is completely wrong, which is probably what my son would tell me. But when you're working with different type of lighting or colors, the lighting can change. Okay, so that's where every time I move, you'll see that I have all of my lights set on a golden tone, and so every time I move, the shade of the light that comes off on the camera is different. So in order for me to capture the kind of white background or tinted background of white that I want, I was asking ChatGPT, I'm like, what do you think will work? And this is really new for me because I have an update coming to the channel, if I haven't already posted it, but I don't think I have. But if I have, then you'll know. But anyways, I was wanting to post an update so you guys will know what's going on with my channel. But the big office makeover is coming in March, and so I was wanting to do 2 mainstream colors. One wall, which will replace either this curtain here or this curtain here. And the dilemma was, I knew I wanted to use a very light beige, which I call oatmeal. If you've ever seen oatmeal dry, then you know it's kind of between like an off-white and a tan, if that makes sense, or beige, if you will. So I knew I would need these, and so now that I'm backed up, you can see that how like beige these are. These are velvet, by the way, so they're gonna hang very nicely. So now that you know the second, the baseline of what I'm trying to do, I ordered these as well. And these are the ones that both of us are gonna find out at the same time if they are exactly what I thought they were. So we'll see. Now what I was looking for was Dusty Rose. That's what I was looking for. And Dusty Rose is it can come in a lot of shades, and so I wanted to make sure that the shade that I got was more on the lighter pink side rather than the red tone, because I don't want the wall to be reddish pink. I want it to be a perfect tone of pink. And the reason is because when I film in it here and when I take pictures or wherever I put this curtain up, I don't want the curtain to appear red, if that makes any sense. So this is more of a color coding thing that I'm talking about. So this is the second set of velvet curtains that I got. And that is these. I love them. But you see what I'm saying? See, so in the glowing ambient light, as you can see, these look pink, exactly what I want. These look like a rose color, right? Like a rosy, dusty pink. And that's exactly what I was aiming for, and I'm super excited about that because now I know what they're gonna look like on the wall. So ChatGPT has recommended that I put the pink, so here's where you come in, okay? This is the reason why I wanted to stand up and do this video. So let's take a vote, okay? Do you think that the pink curtain would look better against this wide wall, or do you think the pink curtain would do better on this wall? So we have only two solid colors, beige and pink. So we can do beige on this side and pink on this side, which is what ChatGPT is recommending, or we can do pink on this side and beige on this side. Now, the difference between the two walls is this wall here on my left, your right, is probably only about 8 feet wide. And this wall is, girl, I don't know, 12 feet probably? Yeah, about 12 feet, I think, because it's not 10 feet. It's longer than 10 feet. So that's why, do I want the prominent color to be pink or do I want the prominent color to be beige? So take a vote and put a pink heart in the comment section if you think pink will look better, or put a beige emoji. Girl, I don't know if they have a beige heart, but if they do, yes. If they don't, find me something beige, okay? And put it in the comments and let me know which side you think would look better. So I am very excited. Now see, if I back up, you see the redness in this, but if I get closer, it seems like it's more, but this is the color I was looking for. I won't lie, like this is the color I was absolutely looking for. So I'm definitely pleased with the colors that I chose. So these are the two, as you can see, and they're just plain. I wasn't going for any pattern. Originally, I was going to do the office makeover in a pattern just like this one, but since I already have this one patterned, I will see what it looks like. If I don't like the solid color, and you'll see the office makeover, if I don't like the outcome of it, I may tweak it and replace it with a floral pattern like this one. Just a floral pattern, beige and dusty pink, or I may put a lace, very distressed, translucent curtain over the velvet, or third option is I could keep the velvet solid color the majority of the wall and then just accent it on each corner with a pattern. So that's what I'm thinking. Okay, so the last thing I have to share with you is just the pad that I have for the coffee station. I talked about this before. I showed you pictures of it, and this is what it looks like. Oh, do we have two things? Oh, we have two things, actually. I didn't know. We have two things that we were waiting for. So I'm excited. This is the pad for the coffee maker. And I'm going to go ahead and take this out and share it with you because it will go on the desk. Now, I'm really contemplating on moving the furniture around. I do have a walnut desk, which is great. I have a wood walnut desk. It's not real. But I have that. And then I have the black vanity, which I like the black accent. I do like a black piece in here. I'm debating on whether to keep this like drawer situation I have here. I don't know if I'm going to keep that or not. We're getting ready to move, so now's the time for me to figure out if I want to keep it or not. I don't know. It's a bit wide, but the reason why I got it is because I have a desktop that it's a gaming computer and I needed a place for my tower. So that's the reason why I got it. And then I needed drawers in addition to that to put all of my electronic stuff, all my gear. So let me go ahead and grab the scissors again. Okay, so I had to open this, sorry. But I'm excited about this. It may be too long, I'm hoping it's not. I'm also in the process of debating on what kind of pad I want for my desk to go in, you know, in here with all the stuff. So I don't know what pattern I want. I have one picked out, but I don't know if that's really what I want to stay with. But this is for like where the coffee maker is going to sit. I know I showed you the cheaper one that was tan with a black trim, remember that? And it said coffee or something. I think it says coffee bar or something like that. But this is the one that I ultimately wanted, and I just pulled the plug. It was only $12.99. It was on sale. So I'm very excited about this. Okay, it took me a second to open this, but this is what it looks like. Girl, it took me forever to open that. See? I love that. Isn't that cute? Oh my God, I love this. So I knew I wanted like some kind of checkered pattern, but I didn't want it traditional checkered pattern like Vans. I wanted it to be cute. So this to me is a lot more vintage, retro. So I'm very excited. I mean, in other words, the way that I have this in my head is the artwork will change because right now it's very moody. The artwork I have is very fall oriented. It's like, you know, books and coffee, but it's very dark. So I'm going to switch this out with floral and books, and it's still going to have the same vibe, but it's going to be a lot more light. And then the frames are black, and so the accent in here ultimately is pink. So I have this for the coffee station. I have a taupe Bella Target coffee maker, which you'll see. Then I have the accessories I was sharing with you from TEMU for the jars, for the coffee, for all the accessories. So this took part in that. And then now I need your help too. So this table over here, I know you can't see it very well, but this table right here, I don't know whether to keep it raw wood and just keep it like that, or I bought a tablecloth for it. So there's the pad. I bought a tablecloth for it, and I'm afraid to open it. But see, it's just a lace tablecloth. I don't know if you can see that or not. I want to show you. I just want to be careful opening it because if I don't keep it, I want to be able to wrap it back up. I don't know. Oh, here it is. I just wanted to pull it. I want to be careful, so if I have to wrap it back up, I'll be able to do that. So yeah, I always try to open things very carefully because in case I return them. So this is what I had chosen for the table. See, it's just very vintage. It's very lacy. And so this I was debating on putting on the table. So this is where the table is. See it? The table here. So I don't know whether to keep that table wood like that or if I should put like a lace tablecloth over it to bring out the style that I want to achieve. So we'll see. I will definitely give you guys options when the room is all said and done. As I film, I'll show you what it looks like with it, what it looks like without it, and then, you know, I'll ask you in the comments if you want to vote on whether or not I should keep it. So this is the tablecloth that I chose. This was $10.99, so you know your girl ain't paying no 20 bucks for per item. Ain't happening. So I got this one, and then this was $12.99. I don't know if I told you guys this was $12. So see, it goes. And then the next thing I want to share with you, which I did not get from Amazon, but I want to share it with you so you can see what I'm doing. So I am going to replace. There's a lamp up here on the top of my vanity, and I can show you an overlay right now. This lamp I got at the thrift store. All I need is a lampshade, so I'm going to get a lampshade for this light and keep the base black or dark brown, espresso brown. The vanity stays black, and then I have to find some decor. Like this I got at Home Goods, and so I'm going to go back and see if Home Goods has one like this that's white or off-white, because I really love this. So it's a candle, actually. This is a candle. So even though I got this in black, I'm going to swap it out for like a cream or a beige, off-white, whatever. So I need to go back into Home Goods. So I'm going to put that and accent that on the vanity because the lights are, you know, and then I'm going to put something like off-white over here. And then I got this tissue box, and I don't know if I'm going to put that on my desk or keep that there, because I could also take it off and then put it, you know, maybe move it. I don't know. It seems too big for that, so I don't want I just want everything to mesh. I am going to get another one of these. I got this. This is a cute little Bluetooth. It's a Bluetooth speaker, and this comes in all kinds of colors. So I'm going to reorder this one in off-white, and I'll put this one on top of the vanity right here where it goes. I just love that thing. It's so cute. And another thing I'm going to replace in this room is this. And so I got these at Ross for $3.99 a piece, and I love the way that they had these tops, but I need one in cream now, because even though these are black and white, I just want to get them in cream because I'm trying to lift the room up as much as I can. And although this goes together in black, you know, I just want to keep it cohesive. I want all the colors to mesh in the right way. So I just kind of want to give you an example of what's coming, you know, and just kind of talk to you guys about my plan, because it's hard to really foresee what something's going to look like before you do it. My office chair is a cream, and then I have this arched mirror. I got this mirror here and I'll tell you more about it in the actual video, but I got this mirror I think I got this mirror on Amazon. I could have gotten it on TEMU, but I think I got this one on Amazon. I need to get another one of these for my bedroom, but I need to get a smaller one because this one's 70 by 31 inches. It's very wide, but I got it for try-on so that when I take pictures in the mirror doesn't cut me off. Whenever I see people do try-ons, I always try to like comment in their, you know, description box and just say, hey, consider getting a 70 by 31 mirror, because when you're doing try-ons, when you're taking pictures in your mirror, it gives you that extra space so that the mirror doesn't sort of narrow out and cut you out, if that makes sense. But that's just me, you know. But it's something I do often recommend to people. So I don't know if they take, you know, offense to it or not, because that's not what I'm trying to do. I'm just trying to say, hey, if you get a little bit of a bigger mirror, then it all looks better. And you can still get a bigger mirror. Some people are afraid of buying big mirrors because they're so expensive. But this one I got for $130, girl. I got it for $130. And it's 70 by 31, okay? Do you know how wide that is? It's wide. So I was very happy with the purchase. Girl, if it's out there, I will find it, okay? So I have a mirror. I have an olive tree behind the camera. So, and then I do have two coat racks on each side. So I don't mind the coat racks. I really love them. They are an espresso brown with like wooden, like they're like covers or ball, you know what I mean? Like they go on the edge. You can't see on this one because I have it all full, but the one over here, I'll show it to you right here. This is what I own. So this is like a dark, deep brown with like wood covers. And so I'm going to accent it with lighter colors, you know. And what I'll probably do, since I'm not doing the podcast right now, is I'll probably just put women's clothing, you know, retro clothing on this side as well. Maybe something very, very Monroe. And then I have like a cream printer. I have a whitish beige cream printer. And then I do have a vintage stool for this vanity. I think I've talked to you guys before about that. And I now swapped out the rug. So I had a darker rug down on the floor, and I went a couple of days ago and swapped it out for the lighter rug. And then we'll see what it looks like when it's all said and done. So that is everything that I got from Amazon. But I kind of wanted to give you guys an idea with this video of showing you what, like I said, I shop with intention and purpose. I try not to waste money. I try not to overspend. You know, I think my family might have this idea that I overspend, but that's not true, because when I buy things, I try to buy what's called evergreen things, which is whatever I'm going to buy, I try to do it on a baseline that I won't get bored with, so that when the seasons change, I have like a foundation pieces. Do you know what I mean? So my desk is brown, you know, it's wood. I know I'm not going to get bored with that. These chairs are beautiful. I love hunter green. They are perfect for the fall and the winter, and I can keep that. So I'm loving these. I also am replacing these out for spring and summer for cream chairs. Now I did consider getting dusty rose chairs, but with the curtain being pink, I thought that's too much. So I'm just going to do a set of cream chairs, same exact style, same exact format, just, you know, cream. And then I'm going to put some pillows on here just like I have now, and then I will yeah, I think that's going to do it. I don't want to overcrowd the space because right now it is so crowded, you guys. I think it's just crowded. It needs to be simplified. Yeah, and then I'll change out the posters on the wall, and I think everything's going to be beautiful. So let me know what you think about the curtains, if I should put a tablecloth over the table. I'd really love to hear your feedback on that. And then let me know if you like the coffee mat, because I really love that coffee mat, girl. I love that coffee mat. And that little tissue box is so adorable. I love that little tissue box so much. And so yeah, I'm very excited. The office makeover is coming in March, probably the beginning of the second week of March, because I have a couple other things I'm trying to get in before I, stage it. So I'm just really excited. I want to get it all done. It's going to transform this room, you guys. It's going to lift this room up like nobody's business. Right now I'm standing in black, which is, to me, the lighting is amazing, okay? Especially when you're my age. The lighting is amazing. It can be a little bit fussy because it's a yellow sepia tone, but you can fix that. You can lift it up, you can make it more cool blue. But when it turns white and tan, that's going to be a whole other ball game because the lighting is not going to appear the same. So I have to be very careful. That's why I wanted beiges and khakis and tans and things like that, because that'll bring the tone down where I'm not just blown out looking like an angel. So, and then, accent it with the pink and all of the accessories with the coffee station and everything else. So I'm very excited to share that process with you. I hope it turns out the way I want, and Victorian vintage the way I want it to be. And then I can't wait to put the new artwork in there. I think they are just really going to complement. And then I need to just play with the placement of all the furniture and make sure that this is where I want it to be. So I can't wait to share the final touch with you and the total makeover. So stay tuned, have your bells on. Thank you for letting me explain to you guys what I'm doing and stand up and share and show. I'm just really, really excited. So I got the curtains now. I'm so excited. I got a little bit of accessories. I'm just waiting for a couple other things to finish it off, and then we will get to work. So I'm very excited. Let me know what your thoughts are about the plan. Got this hat from Shein, as I told you guys. This is my basic sweatshirt from Sam's Club. I'll link it below if you want. I've already linked it, but I'll link it below. And yeah, that's it. So I really appreciate your time. Thank you so much for hanging out. I can't wait to share the makeover with you, and I will see you guys in the next shopping haul. Stay safe, stay healthy, smile because it's contagious, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.